My name is Trisha Kisses, and today I'm coming with you with a June wrap up. I'm just going to review the books that I've read, the books that I loved, and books that I recommend. So let's get right into it. The last book I read was Cinderella is Dead in the month of June. I kind of finished it a little bit over June, and this book follows Sophia. In where they live, every girl that's 16 that turns 16 has to go to an annual ball like Cinderella did, and they will have to marry a suitor. They have only 3 tries, and after the third try they have to forfeit. But Sophia is in love with her best friend Erin, and she goes to the ball and ends up running away and finding a lady named Constance, and the lady Constance is Cinderella's descendant, and she tells her the real story of Cinderella, and they try to find a way to take down the king so they don't have to do the balls anymore. So I recommend this book. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 hearts. I enjoyed the book very much, so that's what I give it. The next book I read in June was Happy Place by Emily Henry. I give this book a 3 out of 5 hearts. Let me say that I just felt like Win and Harriet's relationship was I just felt like they weren't meant to be together. That's just how I see it. Like I don't know. What happens in the book is Win and Harriet they kind of like do fake dating, but they were dating for like about 8 years, I believe. And they break up a couple months before they were invited to a like I think a villa, I believe, with their friends. It just didn't feel like they were meant to be. It was just many push and pull, and the communication was just I didn't like it. Like I just felt like Harriet and Win, like they didn't have any personality to me. Like I don't feel as though they had any personality. Maybe this is gonna be a little rare because I just feel like they didn't have enough of personality for me, especially Win. Win was like a yes man. Like I really didn't get to know who Win really is, or really Harriet, and she's the one like we're following in the book. That's what really bothered me. Like Harriet just seems like okay, she's like a girl that's out the way when it comes to her family, which I do too. Like I'm out the way, but still like it just makes me feel like you went all those years to go to school and be a surgeon, and you're gonna just quit it all up for pottery. Like I don't know, I just didn't like that. I don't know, that's why I give it a 3 stars. The writing was good, but the character development, there was just none. Okay, the next book I read in June was Fourth Wing. I even annotated. It was my first time really like annotating a book, so please do that. It was my first time annotating a book, and I enjoyed this very much. I give it a 5 out of 5 hearts. I felt like yes, the book was predictable, but it was just a good fantasy book. Like basically, the book is about Violet, and we're following Violet through the writer's Cordradin. She was trained to be a scribe, but in the writer's Cordradin because her mom forced her. But she's one heck of a writer, I think. One heck of a writer. She got a good dragon. I love her dragon. Like that's my friend. I'm joking, I don't know him, but it was a really good book. Like I don't even want to go too far into it. Whoever haven't read this book, but 5 out of 5 hearts. If you know about the book, you know about the book. You know what I mean? Because Violet, my girl, like that's my girl. Be cool. I don't know. She goes through a lot of training to become a writer, a lot of obstacles as well. And when she gets chosen by a dragon, she gets chosen by a dragon that's like the biggest dragon, well, one of the biggest dragons. And everybody gets like powers from the dragons. Some powers, some sort of powers. So it was really good. I liked what power she got. If you haven't read the book, you know what I mean. But she had 2 dragons because she saved one. because these guys was about to kill him, but she saved him. So her dragon wasn't even gonna, the biggest dragon she got, she wasn't even supposed to be, he wasn't about to be choosing nobody, but I think he saw her heart and he was just like, I want her to be my writer. So that's what I like. But I really like it. I can't wait for it. It's called Iron Flame, I believe. It's coming out in November. I'm about to pre-order it soon. So stay tuned for that when it come out, because that November, that's gonna be on my November TBR. So subscribe. So the next book I read was The Wings of Ebony by J.L. This book is about Rue, and what happens is she never met her father before until her mother passes away and died by gunshot, and she has to leave her family and the community that she was in to live in this area where her father lives. Finds out Rue has superpowers, and that's the reason why she can't go back to her community. But she ends up going back to see her little sister Tasha. She haven't seen her for a whole year, and I just liked how like the community, the two communities, like how the author goes in depth into the communities, and how the community that she lived in before, like how welcoming it was to her, and how they worked together to bring down a gang that was there. That really was beautiful. Like they really are, like she with the shits. Okay, I had to say shit. She with the shits. Okay, Robot with the shits. I do have the second book. I don't know when I'm gonna read it, but hopefully I read it soon. So stay tuned for that too. Okay. And then I gave this book a 4 out of 5 hearts as well. So the next book I read was The Library of the Dead by T.L. Huchu. I don't know how to say it. This book, I enjoyed this book. Okay, it was another girl that was about her shit. Okay, Ropa. She was about her bag. Okay, she was about her bag. And what this book is about, we follow Ropa. She is a ghost talker. She runs around with her little instrument. Well, not runs around, but she walks around town with her instrument talking to ghosts, but she only talked to the ghosts for some change, okay? She asked the family, like, do you want to hear this message from, the ghost, your family member that passes away? And they give her money, and she relayed messages to them. Until one day, she ends up meeting a ghost lady, that asks her to help her find her son. Finds out she's like a whole bunch of other kids are missing as well. It's not just hers, and she helps find them, and brings about the library, because she ends up at the library trying to find information and all that stuff. So she has her own little membership at the Library of the Dead. What I like about this book, like I said, Ropa was about her paper. Like she's about her paper. She don't do free work. Like that's what I like about her. Like, and it was just like I like the writing style, because the writing style was given like ghetto, like I had to talk a little bit like street a little bit, because that's what it was about. Like it was like a little street, like Ropa, like with her green dress, 14-year-old Ropa with her green dress, like she about that life. Like that was like I give it a 4 hearts, because I really enjoyed the book. So I want to read the next one probably in August. So again, stay tuned for that, because I want to read it in August. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.